Hello, my name is Patrick J. Tremper. I am a process associate at PeopleSource, located in San Jose, California. Today I will be talking to you about three functions: the power function, the square root function, and special square root functions. We'll start off with the power function. Like the power function will raise the number to a certain power. Say 5 to the fourth power will return 625. Now let's look at another example. Power function of 10 to the fifth will return 100,000, and power function of 2 to the 20th will return 1,048,576. So there you have it. Those are some examples of the power function for you. Now we'll talk about the square root function. The square root function will return, as you guessed, the square root of a number. For example, the square root of 4 will return 2. The square root of 900 will return 30. And the square root of... Now let's check out the square root of a non-perfect square, like, say, 5. The square root of 5 is irrational, so Excel will return an approximation of the square root, which is that right there. Now let's look at the square root of a negative number. The square root of negative 4, an error has occurred. The reason why is because negative numbers, no real number squared is a negative number. So, but as I mentioned in an earlier video, the negative numbers are 1/2 of a number line. So mathematicians call the square roots of those numbers imaginary numbers. So we could use the imaginary square root of, the imaginary square root of negative 4, it will return it's 2i, that's just an approximation of 0, Excel's approximation of 0, a computing error of Excel. Let's look at another example. Imaginary square root of negative 100. It'll be that plus 10i. Again, another computational error inside Excel. But does it work for positive numbers as well? Let's check it out. 400. Yes, it does. The imaginary square function is useful for both negative and positive numbers. So, and then there's also like the square root pi function, which will return the square root of pi times a certain number. For example, we want to return the square root of pi itself. We use the square root of pi 1. It'll return that, and then the square root pi of like a number like say 5 will be that number, and so on and so forth. And so there you have it. This is a demonstration on the power function and some square root functions. Thank you and have a good day.